So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rodgers going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's tackled at 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run. Calais. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Allen's hauling it in from Rodgers, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the ground, it's Calais. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 7-yard line. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's now 3rd.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the 1st.
He was taken down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Gary Jennings. Touchdown.
Gary Jennings, 57 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Calais. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They run with Calais. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Mike, check. 59.
Now a handoff as they run outside. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Raymond
Give him a yard down to the 43.
taken down at the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
For a Denver Broncos.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Just like that. Check three.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Lindsey. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Titans 14, Broncos 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a handoff looking right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
7-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's caught by Woods for a Bronco touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check it out, check 9, check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Check it back. Check it back.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper.
The Broncos send out their punter now. DeAndre Carter back deep. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 63 yards as they have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought him down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up, switch up. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 3, check 3.
And now here's a carry heading left. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Raymond Calais with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The tackle made.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Jennings has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Complete to Marquise.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
22-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and
some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Calais. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they're going to to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 31 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Lindsey. There he goes, right side. It's a gain of 35.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the